great season finale. Let's just start off with that. I think
Welcome back. Welcome back.
welcome back, everybody. Special shout out to our guest last week, AD, Everything Dizzle. If you haven't seen or liked or saw any of the clips, go check them out. Go check out that episode. Doing wonders over there. Shout out to him for coming through last week. But we're back this week, just Los and I, and we're here for the finale, fam. I mean, boy, oh boy, I want 2 more episodes. I wish it was 10. I wish it was 10, and it would be. I think that much better. But I mean, how'd you feel about this one overall?
No, I thought it was a really good episode. I did read a review on it, like a blur, like a couple paragraphs of a review, and it basically spoke on what I was speaking on last week, in the sense of, normally Game of Thrones, they put the big episode as the penultimate, and then the finale is where we wrap things up.
Yep.
And then they said, like, the way they talked about it was like, oh, but this one, no, they went the opposite direction, and now we have too many hanging ends. And I'm like, I don't agree. I think it was a cliffhanger, but it's not that bad, because, like, I don't mind a cliffhanger being, like, if it's like 1 or 2 scenes, like 1 or 2 little things that are like hanging off the cliff. I don't like when it's like a big thing that's like kind of like a big major plot point, you know what I mean? And they try, but like, we got at least one part of a battle. This is like part 1 of this Tumbleton battle.
Yep.
And so, like, there is some type of, like, there was some type of break in the action. So, like, it does make sense to start and, to continue this. So it doesn't feel quite like a cliffhanger. A lot of things happen in this episode. I thought it was a great finale. I thought it was a good way to tie in everything that they set up in the penultimate. Like, so this was a good culmination of last week's penultimate episode.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't have any complaints about this episode. I see IMDb got a 9.1, and it was just, it's a 10 from, it's like, it's that quality. It's like, this is a great episode, bro. Like, we got everybody. We got a lot of people acting different. Like, we got a heel turn, kind of like with Rhaenyra, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we kind of been waiting for a little bit.
Yep.
We got some people that got saved in this episode. We got some plots that got debunked right away. We got some plot twists a little bit in this one. So I think we got a little bit of everything. We've seen a lot of different characters. We've seen a lot of different armies, you know what I mean? Like, and so yeah, I was all in. I was like, dang, like I want to watch it again. Like, I was like, dang, I want to watch this again. And I had to go to bed because I had to go to work. So, but yeah. Yeah,
no, this episode, I mean, I think we can, we're just going to break it down by location. So, King's Landing, Harrenhal, and Tumbleton, right? Are kind of our three main locations there. And so, yeah, man, like you kind of said, this was like that switch, like, for Rhaenyra this episode, where it's like, her true colors are coming through. She's doing what she needs to do. And if that is to shun you away, or just outright kill you, or do whatever it is that she thinks is right according to the prophecy, well, then by God, that's how we're going to move forward. And you're either going to be happy with it and or be sent away, locked in a room, or killed. And that's it. It's that simple. And it's like, this new version of her is interesting, and I don't know. Obviously, I think we'll probably find out next season that it's probably just not going to really go well for her down that path. So just, I think, starting with her at King's Landing, this episode, man, just the opening of the Maester giving her the latest tweets of the town. And everyone,
it was funny. I thought this was so funny to me. Actually.
It's like, but why are you crying? Why is she crying?
Because this was the most "I'm just a girl" scene I've ever seen in Game of Thrones ever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. Like, like, we've seen the kings and queens be worried. You know what I mean, about impending danger and the plots unfolding. We never seen anyone hysterically cry. You know what I'm saying?
So true.
And it was interesting. It was like, I was like, wow, she's just a girl. Like, and I felt bad for her. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, she's just a girl.
And it's just, I guess, like, why is this news? Because wasn't this whole ruse of Aegon being dead, like, her plan from the beginning? Like, we'll say Aegon's dead, we'll say Aemon's dead, and you and Helaena can live forever in the castle with me. Like, that was her plan. So when they come to her with this official news, like, well, I'm confused. Maybe because Sunfire is still alive, and Bela and Adam told her Sunfire was dead. Maybe that kind of plays into the situation, but I mean, yeah, just the opening emotions of this were quite interesting. And I think really it was just, Damon once again proving his legitimacy is like one
Yeah.
of the best characters ever. Just kind of, like doing that sneaky sexy, you're old Valeria. Everyone keeps dropping this line about trying to convince them that what you're doing is proper because you're of old Valeria, and now here we are. And so a little bit of apostle tongue later, and a little bit of sexy armor on Damon, and now she's ready to go, and she has a plan. Go to Tumbleton, fuck shit up, and then we're gonna rule the Seven Kingdoms. It's just a very interesting opening scene there.
Yeah, so I liked it because I was like, wow, like again, she's showing her cards. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like she showing another chink in her armor, like where maybe she's not fit to rule, but this is what Damon is made for, man. But Damon is made to put the battery in your back, right?
yeah,
He's made to take orders. Like he was loving that. Once she said, all right, well then, once they got into High Valyrian
yeah,
and she's saying all this stuff, like, babe, like, all right, well, win me my go win that shit. Go. He's like, yes, babe. Like I've been waiting
yeah,
for you to tell me this, whatever. And what you were saying though in the beginning, you was like, you're confused. Well, it's because of the public perception. Like that's what she's upset about because everyone thinks that he is
uh,
now anointed.
this is
He's
his
rose from the
this
dead,
is his
and
Jesus moment. Yeah, 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 yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
proof that he's supposed to be the one that's ruling. So
Right.
and that's been her problem the whole time, and that's what Damon has been saying to her, like, "Yo, stop worrying about public perception.
Yep.
Stop worrying about what everybody think." You know what I'm saying? You are that bitch, basically. Like
Yeah.
you are the
Yeah.
queen. Like
Yeah.
you are the prophecy. So stop shying away from it and lean into it. Like we have all this strength with her, right? Um, what it made me think about though was the fact that obviously in the beginning of the season, we made those comparisons, and people have made those comparisons between Daenerys and Rhaenyra, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, Rhaenyra gets the short end of the stick. I mean, because we seen how powerful Daenerys was, and we see how feeble Rhaenyra can be, right?
Yeah.
Like, or how she has been. But when you really break it down, though she's acting as she should act, right? Because she was raised in a two-parent household, bro. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, she's expressing appropriate emotions in this instance.
True.
Daenerys was an orphan, bro. She was orphaned at a young age. I mean, she had no one to really bring her up, and she had to pretty much fight for her life. I mean, the whole time, like she was in bad foster care, like her whole life. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, she's hardened. I mean, like so yeah, she's tough, and Rhaenyra was raised as a princess her whole life, and yes, and she's even regret. There's a lot of times in her talking to Damon well, she's regretting that her dad put her in this position. Like, she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, it's my dad's fault. Like, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Shut up, bitch. Lean into it. Like, we got this." Like, and then she just it was something in her was like, "You know what? Yeah,
You're
because
right.
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. The prophecy says it's gonna be, so let's lean into it. Let's do it." So yeah, looking at her and Daenerys like as a comparison, I can't fault Rhaenyra too much, man, because yeah, she lived a way more privileged life than Daenerys. Daenerys definitely had her advantages, obviously, because and that's what made her tough. But
Yeah.
like what do you expect, man? She's the first woman, yeah, I mean, to be in this position.
Right.
What
Yeah.
else how else is she supposed to act? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So but no, I liked the switch though, man. So
Yeah. Yeah. So she's dark Rhaenyra now. And so let's talk about Rhaenyra and Mysaria.
Plot twist.
Apparently,
That was plot twist.
Mysaria doesn't give that good a head because after one night, she's outie 5,000. She's out of here. She biffed the interview, and now, for reasons do we know? It's just a lot of people online are saying that just because she wasn't doing a good job. But I don't know. Was that you said plot twist, right? So like just kind of like just out of the blue, like here's your severance package. We're gonna give you some gold. We're gonna send you on your way to this place, and then you're gonna be your services are no longer needed. So plot twist there. Yeah, I'm curious what why, like, is that then not jumping ahead to our very next conversation, but, like, same thing as, like, Bela was saying to Rhaenyra, like, you use people, until you don't need them anymore, and then you just kinda cast them aside and let them go. Like, okay, great, Rhaenyra got her rocks off, and now she doesn't need, Mysaria anymore kinda
Well,
situation.
you're right. You're right. I think it is a little bit of that utility, the way she uses people. But I think just again, after she got that pep talk, after what I mean, she it was something in her where she's like, yeah, like I can't keep being sad about all these things about to happen because nothing's gonna be given to me, even though there is a prophecy and it's spoken. I still have to live this thing out. So I think this is just part of her heel turn where she's like, yo, I gotta get rid like, yeah, she probably don't give great head, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably don't do that thing like she supposed to, but at the same time, she's like, "Yo, I can't if I'm gonna be this way, I can't have people in my ear like Masaria who's gonna be basically second guessing my actions." You know what I'm saying? Like because Masaria would find some way to make her feel bad about it. And that's the thing. She that's her problem. She has all these emotions and she feels guilty and shameful about certain things. And she had to get rid of that. Like for her to make this transition, for her everything this she had to get rid of those type of voices. And so yeah, Masaria, just like Rhaenyra said to Bela, like, yeah, y'all have been doing stuff for me, but what have y'all really been doing for me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, neither
Yeah,
one of y'all have really been doing a great job. Like, yes, what I mean, or the stuff that y'all have done, it just hasn't resulted into anything. So like, let me lean on my husband, right? Because he's been telling me that's what I need to do. And so she's like, "Yeah, I gotta pick one or the other because I can't pick both, and I can't get rid of Damon. I can't like there's
yeah,
no getting that." I said that last week. Like she has no choice. Like you listening to the friend that wants you to leave your man, but like you ain't got no better options. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like you better stay where you gonna rule and be the best person you are.
Yeah, and I think too now even just jumping into to her and Bela because it's kind of the same thing.
Mhm.
The it's kind of now this like situation where this episode, it's so funny. All this season, like Damon's big excuse is like, "Yo, you have six dragons. They have like one and a half. We don't haven't seen this one in a while. We don't know where this one's fucked up." And so, but now when we think about it, Rhaenyra really only has like 2 dragons because, Helaena is not useful on her dragon, and she's got Bela and Rhaena grounded. Rhaena's dragon's out wildness, so that's not one that counts, and if Bela's grounded, she can't drive her dragon. And, we'll get to Olaf in a minute, but that's a situation, and Hugh the Hammer's a situation, and it's like, you really just got kinda Daemon's dragon because as we saw last week, Sheepstealer almost took your dragon out. So you can't really do anything with that either. So we've got Caraxes, and that's
Well, I don't think Helena's dragon is not part of the six.
still right. But
It would be it
okay,
would
fine,
be Daemon, Bela, Rhaenyra, and then the dragon seeds. That would be the
true.
6
Okay,
dragons.
right.
I mean, I don't even know. Yeah, like where is Helena? I thought Helena lost her. Like I thought something happened to
It's
her
just in the
dragon.
pit, in the dragon pit,
That's
in the
it.
garage
Okay. Okay.
downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, well, still, I think it's just it's just a very interesting situation. These grudges that she's holding with the her I guess stepdaughters, right? Something like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's like, I mean, listen, we all we all have a bitch of a stepmom, okay, that we've had to deal with in our lifetime,
Woo! You ain't
but
lying.
like, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a rough situation. So I'm curious now, to see where the kind of Damon's daughter's storyline goes for season 4.
But
Um,
yeah, this is just another example of her silencing the shameful voices because this was Baylor tried to shame her. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Oh, you all you do is this, all you do is that.
yeah,
You're not gonna save my grandfather? And she's like, hold up, time out.
yeah,
Your granddad left. Your
yeah,
granddad made let's keep it a buck. Your granddad made his own decision because he didn't really want to fuck with me. But like he's an honorable dude, and whoa, I want him to live, but like, sis, what are you talking about? And then she's like, and she's like, you ungrateful little bitch,
yeah,
like get out of my face, like, because she gonna say something. Well, you need my. Where you going? You ain't about to go nowhere because you're not gonna go against your father.
yeah,
So stop playing with me. Like, I mean, I liked when she grabbed her face. I was like, ah, this Rhaenyra is like, she was just like it was a metamorphosis, bro,
yeah,
like, she was coming out of that cocoon every step of the way, bro,
yep,
like,
yep,
every
yep.
step I loved it. When she grabbed her face, I was so hyped, like, "Woo! That's what I'm talking about," like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so Rhaenyra's plan is to now basically shun all of her family. She sent Daemon off to Tumbleton, and now her plan is to take Joffrey, bust into the church, and say, "You're gonna anoint me right now, and if you don't, it's treason." And so, we've all seen what happens when you mess with the faith, in the Game of Thrones series before. So I can't imagine her kind of committing this act is going to go well with them into next season. And making Alan do it was interesting as kind of a power play there. So I wonder if in that moment that was like, okay, if I do this for her, this is one step closer to my
Yeah,
legitimacy.
yeah.
Obviously, like I'm not going to be a traitoress to the queen, and so here we go. Um,
That was wild, man, like, I thought that there would be, like, some type of scheme or she wouldn't just kill this guy, like, or if she did kill him, that basically she would appoint someone else from the Septon to like basically
Take
agree with
over.
her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
get a placeholder guy, whatever.
You put
I
in your
didn't
own
think
guy,
she
yeah.
yeah, I didn't yeah, like a yes man,
Yep,
basically. I thought that she would do that. But yeah, in this episode, Rhaenyra's like, I'm done scheming. I'm
yeah,
done scheming. You either get down or you lay down. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to get down. So it's like, all right, you gotta lay down, man. Like, and we gonna kill you. The only part that made me feel bad, it was tough was having Alan, even though everybody's gonna recognize that Rhaenyra did it.
of
It's
course.
like him, the physical act, like it had the
Yeah.
blood was in his hands, and then it just makes you look at Alan like
Ah.
as
Uh-huh,
dutiful as
uh-huh,
he is, right?
uh-huh.
It makes you think like, damn, bro, maybe your brother is right. Maybe you are willing to just do anything. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like maybe you do need to speak up for yourself a little bit more. Maybe you do need to, yeah, I mean, it's good to be a good soldier, but like you can't let that change who you are. Like, and you could tell, like he hesitated. He
Yeah.
hesitated. He was like, "Yo, bro, whoa, I ain't about to stab the Pope." You know what I mean? Like, I ain't
Right.
about to do that. Like, and this the thing is the fact that it's not even that he just killed him. It's the fact that you're killing someone who cannot fight back and will not fight back. Like, that's what makes you look crazy, you know what I mean? Because,
Yeah,
yeah, if you gotta defend yourself, nobody it's no harm, no foul,
yeah,
even if the opponent is lesser, you know what I mean? It's like no harm, it's just it's what it is. But, like, when you're bullying somebody, you know what I
yeah,
mean? When you're overpowering somebody that's not gonna touch you,
yeah.
then you look crazy, and she made Rhaenyra looks crazy. The fucking she
Oh,
put the teardrop
her
she put the
makeup.
gangster
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
gangster
yeah,
teardrop, yeah, I
yeah.
mean, on her eye. I was
Dropping
like, "Oh, she
bodies. Yeah. Yeah.
dropping," yeah, I was like, "Oh, what's that little thing on her
Uh-huh.
eyes?" You know what I mean? Finally claiming and showing her son, like, bro, she changed in every way, like, she
Yep.
didn't give a fuck.
She got
She did
that
not.
armor on. She got that armor on. Yeah. And I
Yeah, I
think too,
mean?
it's just interesting that like, so what I don't even think that that was necessary. If she was just
It
going
wasn't.
to not do what she was going there to do and then just go outside and tell everyone the prophecy anyways, like the people inside are going to anoint a new person in charge and then we're just going to be in the same situation we
Yep.
were in before. It's not like she just got rid of the entire faith by stabbing this one guy. So I'm
Exactly.
curious like what you think that would be. Right. I think what you said is why she didn't insert someone of her own validity and power that says, "Okay, we're on your side now. Let's anoint you."
Yeah,
And
you did that with the Master of Coin, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, why
yeah,
couldn't you couldn't do something? Like, you put your little maester as
right,
somebody I
right,
don't know.
yeah,
I feel like she
something,
shoulda had, like, a more of a plan,
yeah,
but you're right, just for you to go out and, like, yeah, like, are we hiding the fact that you killed this guy? Because like, the people don't necessarily
they're
know.
right there. It's very strange. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think so then and to her telling the whole like, the poorest people of the town this prophecy as if they have any idea as to of what's going on, why they should care, and it's just like everyone starts a slow clap at the end, wondering if this like, what do we do? Like, what just actually happened? What she wasn't anointed, this didn't mean anything. All it
Yeah.
was just her having 8 dudes carry her through the streets as if we don't have a horse and buggy somewhere over there. You sent your girlfriend out on a horse and buggy, but you don't get a horse and buggy to go to the Citadel? Like, what do we d it's very interesting. Obviously, that's some form of tradition to carry her through the streets, but, like, I don't know, telling little Joffrey the prophecy just it seemed very interesting. But yeah, I mean, Rhaenyra just
Yeah, like,
kind of
is that for everybody's ears? Like you said, like, it's a prophecy,
yeah, I
like,
don't
you're not
think
supposed
so.
to tell
Yeah,
everybody that, right?
yeah,
But yeah, everybody was looking at her like not knowing what to do. I actually thought that Mysaria was gonna say I thought she was gonna shout something like,
yeah,
"Oh, she's a lot," like, something to tarnish her name, and I was like, "Oh, shit, there go Mysaria." And then Mysaria just was listening and was just shocked, like, "Damn, like, this bitch is crazy now, like, you." She is different, like, she chose Damon over me, you know what I mean? That was that I feel like that's what Masaria's reaction was,
there you go. That's
like,
it.
"Damn,
Yeah,
she chose her husband over me,"
that's
but,
it.
it was good, though, it was good to see this ascension and, like, yeah, her to give her speech, I was with it, I was with it, but, again, it was a little reckless, but I'm like, "Alright, this is the lane that we're in now, though, we're going reckless," you know what I
Yeah,
mean? And so, yeah, it is what it is.
yeah. And I think that about wraps up her for kind of this episode. One more.
No, then Helena with
Oh,
her
sure, the end.
interaction.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, let's we can just get to her right now.
Well, even alright, so they tell her like, "Yo, she's still not eating."
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that was hard to. How do you? Oof, the force of
Well,
that.
but it was the conversation though that was good, and
Yeah,
Helena I ain't gonna I really like Helena, bro,
yeah,
like, and I'm like, I felt bad that she, that her outcome was her outcome, but she gave her the UGLY, you ain't got no alibi speech, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, she gave it to her like, "Yo, you ugly."
This new look of yours is ugly. Your kids are ugly. We all know they're bastards. Like it's just like these these
Like, our
decorations.
dad would hate you for this, and she was like,
Right. So that's that's great. That's a crazy line.
our dad would hate you
Yeah.
for this, like, what are you doing? They're keeping me as a prisoner," and she's like, "Bitch, you don't get it, like, you're like, I get that you have powers, and I find that you're valuable, but, like, get with the program, girl, like, you living in your dreams, and
Yeah.
you need to be in reality, and you need to be using your dreams to help me, and let me know what's going on," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
The
yeah,
the the
the force feed, though, that was great.
yeah, and the beetle conversation was interesting. I don't know if that's going to pay off or what that kind of that metaphor representation. I'm sure it means something. But yeah, and then so she's not eating, they're terrified for the baby, and they gotta shove soup down her throat, which is just it's just another thing that's hard to watch. Um, but then
And
ultimately
just one last thing, because
yeah.
we know the ultimate, but, like, Masaria, this
Oh,
speaks to
telling her,
me
yeah.
this speaks to me where it's like, "Yo, you might mean well." Like, I think a lot of times I think Masaria, even though she has her checker pass, whatever, I don't think she's a bad person, whatever, and I think she meant well, with it, but like
Okay.
everything that she does goes left. I mean, every suggestion that she gives goes left. She thought that she was enlightening this girl, but like you don't know this girl is special, bro. Like something wrong. Like you know what I mean. Like she doesn't take
Yeah.
information the same way that we take information. So you telling her, yo, she ain't never gonna let you free. Yeah, I mean, you just gonna be a prisoner. I think she thought she was empowering
Yep.
Helena, and
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. That was
you walked her off the plank. Like
right.
you made
Yep.
you made her jump. Like it's your fault. It's not even though Rhaenyra has her captive, it's you
True.
that made her jump off.
That's remotely true. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, that definitely played into it. Yeah, that was just an interesting scene, and I feel like do you think that everything that Mysaria said to Helena pretty much already knew? Like I don't, I don't think Helena was under the impression that Rhaenyra was just gonna let her go and be nice to her, and basically the opposite of everything that Mysaria told her. So
I think there was some hope though. I think she has some like, some type of hope. And cause I think even though she's a dreamer, everything doesn't make sense to her either. You know what I
yeah,
mean? As much as it doesn't make sense to the people that hear her speaking, everything that she sees doesn't even make sense to her. So like, I think, yeah, I really do think Masaria's words led her off, and I think she just had some hope. She was just sad. She was just hoping that like, all right, this is my sister. Maybe she'll give me some grace.
right.
Maybe, you know what I mean? And then it was like, yeah, Masaria like, no, you ain't never gonna be free. What? I ain't never gonna be free.
Watch me.
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so Helena jumps out the window. They gotta get some locks on the windows of Westeros. I mean, the ability for your teenager to just fall out of a window is a pretty high chances that we have
yeah,
in
yeah.
the Seven Kingdoms. So R.I.P. Helena, man. I mean, just as soon as we started getting used to her character and just kind of really grasping on to how important she could
Hmm.
or can be, she jumps out the window, takes her own life. This is a bit different from the books. She had her
Okay.
son in the books. His name was Maegor
Maylor,
or
yep.
Maelor, yep. And I believe he was in the storming of the Capitol and King's Landing in the events next season. I believe he was mauled to death by people in the streets. And then that's when she decided to jump out the window. But changes have been happening throughout the show. So still just an ending for her. RIP to Helena. One less child
I ain't gonna
for
lie, she was even getting like, I don't know, she was getting better looking every to me. Like I thought she was all right.
yeah, no. I
Helena.
think I think I
It
saw
was
that
something
too.
about her, like I'm like, they showing her more before I used to think like, ew.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know,
A
she
little
all
bit of a
right,
glow
man.
up. Yeah,
Yeah, she all
yeah.
right.
Uh,
She ain't as bad as her mama, but like she yeah.
all right, let's move on to her brothers, yeah?
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good oh
So
man.
so Aemon wakes up and basically after done being poisoned by his mother, realizing what happened, he's distraught because he thought he could like get it in quick with mommy dearest
Ew,
and
yeah, I
so
know.
just kind of the fact that she would poison him after his girlfriend told him so is just hilarious in in the sense of itself. And if he basically Alice tells him the story of basically her and her son, right? And how just how it was essentially the curse of Harrenhal is this kind of situation, right?
Bro, I'm listening to her story, right? And I'm like, wait up. I'm like, I know this bitch is not trying to tell us that she is Harry the Black's wife. You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
know I in my head, I'm like, cause I'm like, I know what she's talking about. Like, I'm putting it together because she mentions Harry the Black, and I was like, what's she trying to say? Like, and I'm thinking like, oh, maybe she's like the daughter of the kid, or you know what I mean? And then when she keep going, and then when Amos said, that was like 100 years ago. I said, "You
yeah.
mean to tell me this bitch is like 250 years old? Like 150 years old? Like who you?" And so yeah, and it's like yeah, that's basically what she was telling us that like, and 'cause she was like, "Yeah, it's been lonely," and I'm like, "What?" So I get yeah, this lady. but I was like, yeah, well, she's kind of like a Melisandre. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
remember from the Red Witch,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So what does she really look like?
Well,
You know what I
I
mean?
think
Remember when we got that reveal?
yeah. That was fun. That was fun. I think, and I'm wondering too, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to rewatch that scene because I didn't follow along too closely to her story, just kind of the bits of it. But I wonder if like her having bearing another child at Harrenhal will like lift that curse, and that's why she's doing so much to persuade Aemond is her guy. She's been trying
Yeah,
for a hundred plus years to get
yeah.
someone to bear child, and obviously, like the guy before was old and like wasn't really up to standard probably for her, and so now here we are. Yeah, interesting. So
I was really banking on her saying that she was a descendant, and then when she just kept going, and I'm like, no way, you're 100 some years old. So that for if I'm aiming, that turns me off right away. Like, ew, ew, oh, how old are you? How old is that thing? Yeah, I mean, I know, and I'm probably the first person in how long to hit that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I don't even want it no more. I don't even want that thing is used up.
Well,
I don't even want it.
Well, the issue is it does the complete opposite and turns him on even more. And so to the
Yeah.
point where he gives her the appropriated title, it's his betrothed.
Betrothed.
And so just when we
Did-
think
Do you? Well, obviously we know it leads to something, but I kind of thought that he just said that so Aegon wouldn't hurt her. Yeah, I mean, I
that
didn't
probably
know.
there's probably a handful. Yeah, he's
Okay, okay,
probably falling in love with her.
yeah.
And for Aegon not to yeah. And so he thinks it's this dragon, and it's not
I
his
know.
dragon. It is his brother. His brother shows up to Harrenhal and just immediately drops to his knees, delivering us one of the best lines. Like he's like, I thought you were dead. Like, nope, I'm alive, bitch. Like,
I'm
let's
alive. Yeah,
let's
he's like a little
go.
Joker. He's like the
Yeah.
Joker, bro.
Yeah, he really he's like Two-Face, the Joker kind of situation. Yeah. And this is a very interesting scene as he just kind of lays down the new plan moving forward. He's like, "Look, he's like, I need your help. I can't re-rule the kingdom without a dragon of your capabilities. And mine's just a little messed up, so I need all the help I can get. And if you help me do that and we take back King's Landing, we might be able to forgive each other. So we'll see. We'll see how that plan follows through. Obviously next season, but curious that interaction there with him. I was. It would have been interesting to see. I don't know, maybe a fight between them or
Yep.
maybe a little violence, but yeah, curious brother against brother now. If my what is it? My closest enemy is my friend, or whatever. The keep
Yeah,
your
my
enemies
friend, the
close.
friend of my friend, yeah, the friend
Yeah,
of my enemy is my, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
right. And
We
so
met, we butchering that,
yeah,
but
100%. But basically, just a quick little scene with them, and it looks like the three of them are just going to continue to try to take back the throne from Rhaenyra.
yeah, I wanted Aegon to slap him up a little bit. I wanted him to like cut him up a little bit.
Yeah,
Something. I did want him to do something to Aemon. But it's just funny how, like, when we look at some of these other dragon riders and stuff like that, I mean, Aemon and Daemon are the parallel, right?
yep,
Like a lot of times, right? But it's just interesting how, yeah, they're not parallel. They're complete opposites because Daemon without his dragon is still that nigga. You know what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep, yep.
Aemon, his whole identity is the fact that he stole this
The
dragon.
dragon.
Like he can't fight. He got no weapons. Like he's feeble. Like he looks like a little girl. Like he looks dainty, like
Looks like
a
Jules.
feminine. Yeah, like he looks like Jules. He look. That's a good comment. Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, he looks like Jules from Euphoria. Hunter Schafer, and yeah, but yeah, I didn't think that I would like Aegon like this. See, like
Yes,
it's
yes,
he
yes.
even though he is like a bad guy,
Yeah.
whatever. It's like, yeah, no,
We're
I'm
kinda
into it.
rooting
I'm
for him
into it.
now. Yeah, we're rooting for him now,
Yep,
and it's gonna be fun to see where he goes next. And so, yeah, that was a quick one and done scene there. We'll
yep.
catch up with them next year. I'm sorry, not next year, season 4, 2028. And yeah, I know. And so then we get to Tumbleton. We get to Tumbleton. Everyone's there, man. Everyone's there.
Everybody's there.
Damon, Black. Listen, Allie Black, Allison Black. I want her only being in like 30 seconds of last episode and now this episode. I wish we would have gotten way more from her character.
Yeah.
I think she's a little badass. I think it would have been prevalent to see her more and more, even if it was either on her own or with an army or not. But like her just kind of being there in the command with Damon and the Stark, it's just like it was. I don't
And
know. The quick
where is she from? Where is she from?
she
Do
is
we know?
a widow of a
Okay.
lord somewhere from a house, potentially future lady of some of the Seven Kingdoms.
She just reminds me of, like, Oberyn's, like, daughters and, his little what I mean, all them soldier,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah,
princesses he had and all that. Like, she reminds me of those girls from Dorne, you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I
So,
wish
uh
we would have gotten more from her.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
But basically going over the battle plans here, and we got kind of our first. Go ahead. I
No,
was
no, but it was just funny because like, Damon he's laying out the plans,
yeah,
and this is what he's made for, man. He's
yeah,
made to be a general. He's made to give out orders. This is his wheelhouse, but he has to tell them, "Yo, but we gotta keep it classy, y'all. We gotta keep it classy." And yeah, like you said, your girl was like, "Come on, man. Like, what the fuck? How we supposed to do that? Whatever."
yeah,
And so yeah, they trying to lay it out, and he's saying, "All right, but then we're getting all this information. And then they're letting them know, like, "Whoa, all right, time out, bro. Like,
yep,
I know we have a plan, but Ormond decided to put little kids on
yep,
the perimeter. So
yep.
like, how we gonna do that?" And he's like, "Well, y'all just rush that shit. You know what I mean?
Use your
Try not
best judgment. Yeah, it's just,
rush that shit. Try not to kill too many. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because we could probably blame it on other people. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And ultimately, even though things don't go as Rhaenyra probably wanted, it's not Damon's fault. So I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I think Damon, I think when he busts through the door, he might have had to burn a couple little kids to
yeah,
get
them
out of the
two. I
way.
think them little
I
two.
mean, a couple casualties here and there with the children, but yeah, just kind of Ormond just is a it's just he's just an idiot.
He's a
He's a
bitch.
monster.
He's a
He's a little
bitch,
bitch.
bro.
He's yeah, and so basically Gawain and Daeron basically figure out that they've got to come up with a plan because they can't run away, and if they go into battle, they're going to die and they're not going to make it to the next day. And so Gawain and Daeron, their master plan is to trade Corlys for a peace bond. Like, look, Darren's gonna go. We're gonna get. Listen, no one likes Ormond anyways. We're gonna get rid of Ormond. Okay, Darren's gonna go back and he's gonna rule from Old Town. He's gonna take care of the land over there, take care of the people over there, and you guys go home with your dragons, and we'll call it a day. You call it a day. You rule over the Seven Kingdoms. We'll leave you alone. You leave us alone. Everyone goes home happy. And obviously, I don't think there was an ounce in any of us that thought that Damon was just going to accept these terms, and just kind of
Yeah.
pause everything and figure out what he wanted to do with Rhaenyra. But
Well,
the
the whole idea of this, like, ransom, whatever,
yeah,
this kidnapping it was just so goofy because it's like and like, the Graybeard dude, he exposed it right away. He's
yeah,
like, "Yo, man, let me kill this dude, man."
right,
And it was funny because it's like, all right, normally if you got a gun to somebody's head, you wouldn't walk behind the guy that has the gun, like, whatever, and, like, so they was showing how pussy he was from the beginning. They was
Gwen,
like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, they were showing how Gwen is soft, like, and he walking around, he walking in circles like, "Yo, man, let me just get," and I'm, like, thinking like, "Yo, he think this knife about to do?" Because at the end of the day, it just shows you how communication is at a premium, right? Like,
yeah,
and so communication doesn't move as smoothly as it is because Sir Gawain's idea in theory is not it's not a horrible plan, whatever, you know what I mean? But it's like it's unrealistic because it's like,
yeah,
we're not about to let you be the rulers of Old Town.
right, right,
And the chick in his armor and Damon's just letting him talk because he's like, "Oh, oh, you ain't know? you ain't know your brother is alive. Both of your brothers are alive, right?
Right.
Both of Darren's brothers are
Yeah.
alive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your little nephews, they're alive. So like he third in line, so he
We're
not about
playing
to
games.
be nobody. He's not.
Right.
Yeah, we're not playing this game with you. He's not about to be anybody's king. And Corliss hasn't been to work in 2 months, so like
Yeah.
he's
His
been a no call,
vacation's
no
up.
show. So
Yeah.
like to be honest, you could kill like if you killed him, it wouldn't hurt us for real, for real. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like we don't want Corliss to die, but like
Well, and
it's
that whole interaction too is very interesting, and I'm surprised Damon just kind of took him as prisoner there for his kind of punishment because he basically stepped up and kind of confirmed what Gwaine said, like, "Look, we're not supposed to have a woman ruler anyway, so maybe just let them go and like
yeah.
look at it from this perspective." And I'm surprised Damon let that go. And him taking Corliss as prisoner was interesting. I can't
Yep.
imagine that dynamic is going to play out well.
Yep.
On top of everything else that
Yeah,
Rhaenyra,
like Corliss can't have his job back. Like I feel like, yeah, I mean, like
yeah,
at this, the way he was talking,
yeah,
the way that because you're entertaining these thoughts.
right,
So that means like if I'm Damon, you plotting against my woman, bro.
yep,
Why you plotting against my woman,
yeah.
yo? Like so you cannot when we get back. You cannot retain your position. You know what I'm saying? Because you talking crazy, you talking treasonous, and he even called him that. He said, "Yo, I
Yep,
didn't know you was a traitor."
yep,
Like, you know what I
yep.
mean? And it was just funny because it's like nobody, even Corliss didn't know all this stuff was happening either. And you could see Corliss even defeated, like, oh shit.
Well, and then what does that do then to the family dynamic as well? Because it's like, okay, so now we have Adam who just got friend zoned, but he's got a dragon. And so Adam can technically do whatever he wants pretty much for forever, unless somehow Rhaenyra has his dragon like trapped in the thing or what I don't know. But like that, and then we have his brother who just got done killing the Pope essentially, who's now compromised by Rhaenyra. So then what do they do when daddy comes back home and now he's got turmoil with not only his grandchildren, but now his legitimate children who are also bastards that they won't legitimize. And so
Yep.
I feel like that's got to be a mess. Like so now we've got multiple messes that we have to clean up, not only back at home, but oh by the way, we're in the middle of the Battle of Tumbleton. So it's just so many pieces have were continuing to move and
Yep.
have yet to be done moving. So yeah, we've got so much more to come. So okay, so then let's just the beginning of the battle. I mean, we could talk let's talk about Ulf. Let's talk about Ulf for a minute. So this guy is basically he got himself a new record deal. Okay, he got out of his old one. They weren't paying for the tour and he had to buy his own merch. And now basically he's got an upgrade. He's got the white hair on his helmet. And he's having a blast telling all of his friends his new plan. And so after that party hardy, everyone wants to know where Ulf is because he's supposed to be battling right now. The battle's getting started, and we need to find Ulf. Damon's looking for Ulf. Ormond's looking for Ulf. Everyone's looking for Ulf the White. And I thought it was going to be like him coming in hot, you know what I mean, at the last second kind of situation. But I
Yeah.
guess I guess that's giving him too much because we find him asleep taking a shit, right? Um and just getting the shit beat out of him in the middle of the street for everyone to see yet again by Ormond. Just another parallel to Damon and just how
Yep.
that just kind of played out. So off being kind of man, how do we call him a VIP in the sense? I mean, is he on no one's side? He's in the middle. I mean, Ulf he's just a wild card at this point, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
he's definitely a double agent. I didn't like Off was talking too heavy
Yeah,
in the bar.
yeah.
He was talking way too heavy for me, especially for somebody who's never really done anything um to this magnitude. He's never been in no fight, whatever. So when he's talking about Damon, it's like, yeah, he's a bitch because his bitch got him in line like a
Mm,
bitch. Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh yeah, you wouldn't say I hate people like that. I hate
Yeah.
anybody that talks
Yep.
crazy
Yep.
behind your back, but when you're in their face, it's a whole different story. Like it's either they're feeble or they want to be your friend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so he was talking tough, and yeah, and it's crazy because Orman is putting all his chips in this basket. You know what I
Yeah, it's
mean? It didn't
crazy.
it didn't work with Corliss. You know what I mean? Because he wanted that military. He wanted that conflict. That was more of a conflict of interest because
Yeah.
it's like if we get Corliss now this is half of your family. So like this is part of your family. So now you're gonna have people because that would have been more effective if he could have turned Corliss. It would have even though
Ooh,
it wouldn't have probably caused as much destruction, it would have caused more internal like
turmoil. Yeah.
turmoil.
Yeah.
But like with off, it's like, all right, what do you do? And then when this I don't know, like not that Orman was supposed to kiss his ass, or whatever, but like at the same time he has the weapon of mass destruction, right? So what makes you think that it's cool to smack him up and granted, he didn't do his job. Like he was late to work,
Right.
he's on the toilet, he's
Yeah.
drunk, whatever. But it's a way that you gotta like finesse this situation. Like maybe they should have had a party for like I don't know, maybe they
Yeah.
should have
Yeah.
wined and dined him
A little bit.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, make him feel secure and then he's ready to go to battle.
Yep.
But like y'all just kind of let him go on his own way, and then yeah, he getting drunk in the pub, and then fell asleep shitting, and I don't even know what was showing. I was like, oh, it
I
just
don't
looked
think they
like a
showed.
nasty scene.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
was
they
a
showed anything.
it was a nasty scene. We see Orman's weakness. Yeah, I mean, again, he threw up like 5 times in this damn episode. He blew chunks 5 different times in this damn episode. But it's like, yeah, that's not the man with the gun. Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
you shouldn't be slapping him up. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
especially when you don't have nothing to counter that. You don't have you have nothing to
Right.
counter
Well, you
his
do.
attack.
He has one thing, and it's his dragon. And so the battle is commencing. The Greybeards are taking the wall. And we get the leader. I forget his name, but the
I
main
forget his
guy.
name, but
Of,
Chibs from Sons of Anarchy. That's all I know.
all right, there you go. Just right after Ormond, and I mean
Mm.
that little fight between them. I mean, little buddy loses his arm. Ormond blows chunks everywhere again, and then just straight up with the dagger up the ass. I mean,
Bro, he sodomized them with a
a
dagger.
proper fucking from the north. I mean, just a true battle there between the two, and then just the ultimate double reverse betrayal, a big fuck you from Off-White, burning Mr. Stark and Ormond in the process. And I mean, I think that
Mm.
guy wanted to die. He was ready to
Oh yeah.
go. And I think that was probably, I'd say S tier. I'd say top
Oh
tier,
yeah.
like losing his arm, up the ass, fired, I mean, just grade A. Grade
Oh
A,
yeah,
way
that's
to
a warrior
go.
right there. Grade A warrior for
Yeah.
sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I mean, he's okay. Open the gate, then die. Okay, good. All right,
Got it.
that's fine.
Done.
That's
Okay.
fine. Like
Gates
that's done.
open. Let's go
Yeah, he's
find
like,
the
"Yo, bruh, we still alive. Like,
right.
let's. This is now it's bonus kills. Now it's bonus
Hell
kills."
yeah.
And so he locked in. Like it was like a homing missile, and he locked in on Orman. He's like, "Wait till I find this bitch." And Orman put up a decent fight. You know what I'm saying,
A
like you
little bit.
said, cut off his arm. Yeah, I mean, they was going at it, but then yeah, I mean, get the
Nice.
whole. I mean, Dookie with the dagger. Yeah, I mean, he
Ugh,
got Duke with the dagger,
nice.
bro.
Yeah, nasty. Let's cut to Damon during the battle. He busts through the freaking gate, Caraxes. I mean, oh, I apologize. One step back from that.
Yeah,
Damon's giving his speech, and basically he's like, all right, here we go, and then calls Caraxes like a freaking like just shouted out his name. Caraxes comes walking through with Aura, ready to go. Yeah, like him, and that's the shit. It's the shit.
I know.
Him bursting in through the thing with his head was crazy. That was
Yep.
awesome. And Damon, I was nervous. I was
I was
nervous. We
nervous,
almost
man.
lost. I was like, this is how Damon's supposed to die, but he got his ass kicked.
Yeah.
by right
Yeah.
hand man with the bob cut.
No, that wasn't nah, I thought that wasn't Ruxton that was fighting. He was fighting some bigger dude, it looked like. It looked
Okay.
like he I don't think he was fighting Rock like, was Damon fighting that guy? It looked like
Um,
a whole different big
thought it
dude, I don't
was.
know.
I could be mistaken, but either way, and I'm pretty sure it's Off's like dragon fire blast that kind of like separated them and brought down the wall to begin with. And man, just just always brutal scenes with Damon
Oh,
and
no,
his.
it was John Roxton. No,
Okay,
it was that guy. It
there
was
we go.
he looked bigger in the armor, like, and he looked taller and everything, like but yeah, it looked like if you were familiar with God of War, the video
Yes,
game,
yes, yeah,
the PS5 the PS4 version, the Travelers, like the big knights that, like, you gotta fight every now and then. Yeah, like, that dude was like a traveler, bro, like, and he was fucking Damon up, bro,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was nervous for him. I feel like this was the first time, though, for Damon that he saw like, almost like the humanity in war and, like, the destruction of things and, like, realizing,
There's that
like
moment.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
he had a moment where, like, "Damn, like, this is why I'm not supposed to just burn everything down because he's seeing all these damn kids
right.
everywhere, he's seeing all these women, like,
Yeah,
rushing around, he's like, "Damn, this shit ain't cool, man." This is I see what Rhaenyra was talking about, whatever, but at the end of the day, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta live. And, so then he got back into mode, but he did have that moment where he's like, damn, nah, for real. Like, this dragon shit is destructive. And, like, I don't know how long we can do this. You know what I mean? And and he's thinking like, damn, this wasn't even my fault. Like, this is not even me who did this.
right.
And that's why I was like, all right, well, I feel like Damon's justified. He followed his orders. You know what I
Yep.
mean? He did have to, you know what I mean? You had to use it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because she didn't say don't use it at all. She just said, like,
Yeah,
yo,
just don't
don't
burn the
make
whole
me
city.
yeah, don't make me look crazy. Like, don't kill too many kids, don't ravage no women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And just try to make it classic, and he did for the most part. And then,
but
but yeah, off.
yeah, off came through and fucked shit up, and that was pretty much.
Off is the like, now when you're looking at it as in hindsight though, or like taking a step back, like, as much as people hate the Targaryens for having dragons, Off is really like somebody like Off is why, like,
Yeah,
I feel like he's the really like ultimately this all leads to the demise of dragons, but it feels like Off is the main one because there's no reason. Like, there's no rhyme or reason for what he's doing. He's just destroying everything. And, like, that's what people have been saying. Like, yo, you get the wrong person with the wrong temperament on one of these dragons,
yeah,
and it's not good, man. It's only destructive. Like, you're not fixing anything, you're not building anything up. All they do is destroy. And yeah, it's going and that's the problem too, just with having people that are not true Targaryens or people that are not truly vetted,
battle tested. Yeah, yeah,
battle tested or vetted
yeah,
in this world. It's like everybody not supposed to have a dragon, man. Like,
yeah,
everybody not supposed to have this access. Like,
yeah.
because yeah, they don't yeah, and when you think about that, like, we think about even Hugh Hammer. Hugh Hammer, like, yeah, he had his he has not been worried about fighting for Team Black this whole time. He just wants to save his wife,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, bro, you was supposed to be on your damn dragon helping somebody. Well, one, you was supposed to be like guarding the lair or
King's
whatever, but
Landing. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you're gonna be there, then you should be going toe to
On a
toe
dragon.
off.
Yep. Yep. Well, and that's the other that's kind of half the other issue too. We kind of see that at the end when the three dragons fly off. Huge dragon and Ulf's dragon are like our boyfriend and girlfriend. So
Oh.
is a situation where so when because huge dragon was left unattended because he was dealing with his now deceased wife, RIP to her. uh he was just kind of in standby mode, and when obviously Caraxes went to get off dragon at the end there, Hammer's dragon just went followed in suit because that's just to
Yeah,
protect her.
I didn't know whose dragon was what
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
instance. I was like, "What dragons are these?" I was
yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
go
That
figure it out."
was that was the seeds and Caraxes at the end. So, yeah, and that's just another kind of like character development situation there. So now Hugh's wife is dead, and now, like, what's he need the house on the hill for from Rhaenyra? Why should he be, why should he not do the same thing that Olf did and just kind of flip sides too? So another
And
storyline that we'll see.
And it's not even the fact that like you have to be a Targaryen to ride a dragon. Like obviously we know that's like how it is, but it's the fact that like with the all three dragon seeds, right?
Yeah,
Maybe except for Adam. I mean, when you don't have any bannermen, like when you don't have anybody that you're responsible for other than because even though yes, Q is responsible for his wife, whatever, but like that's yourself. That's just that's personal. Like you're
yeah,
not responsible for a realm, you're not responsible for a kingdom of people, you're
right,
not responsible for bannermen. Like I mean,
yeah,
and so that's the problem with this too, is like you got three just nomadic ass like dragon riders
yes,
that have no ties to
yes,
anybody,
yeah,
and that's what causes it too, because yeah, like, yeah, if some random psycho knew how to build a weapon of mass destruction and he was not tied to any country,
yep,
that would be like, everybody would be terrified of
right,
that man
right,
because it's
right,
like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, "Oh, he wants X amount of trillion dollars from this country, you're just gonna give it to him because he's gonna hit the button on you." You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
You're just at his whim. But if it's for a country or if it's for a banner, it's
Mm,
like, all right, no, I can't put the whole
that's smart,
line at
smart,
risk. You know what I mean?
smart. Yep,
So
that
yeah,
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
yeah.
Okay, so what else happened? Any other big moments in this battle? The blacks lost essentially, right? I think the greens
I would
kind
say it's
of
a draw. I would say it's a draw,
okay,
but
okay.
no, but you're not. If you say they lost, I'm not mad at that necessarily. But I feel like they made some because the goal was to get rid of Ormond. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
so Ormond
Yeah, he's
dies,
gone.
right?
Yep.
They have no the Greens have no at least in Tumbleton, they have no like leader. They have no one to like kind of, rise them
S-
up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I would say blacks didn't nobody really won or lost.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's a draw, but kind of more in blacks' favor because you delegitimize this whole Darren thing. You get rid of Ormond. You do have to now you have to I mean, because yeah, again, that can be an advantage though, because Off is not tied to anybody.
Yeah.
Now all we gotta do is kill. We gotta kill one guy. We don't have to. And nobody's loyal to Off. Nobody's sworn allegiance to Off, right? So it's like, now, all right, we could just hone in on this one guy.
Yeah.
So in some ways, it's a win, but it's definitely not. It's not. Well, it's not a win. I would say it's a draw. It's a draw.
Yeah. Yeah. It's certainly an interesting situation for both sides. And that's kind of, I mean, unless I'm missing something key or major, I think that's pretty much our finale. I mean, the ending scene is Rhaenyra finding out about Helena
Yeah.
and her turning into butterflies in front of her mother. I'm assuming you think Alicent knows? Do you think she saw that and was like,
It
something
was
must,
yeah, it was yeah, I think it was yeah, it was symbolic and yeah, maybe she senses something. That's what they were saying. She senses something, but I don't think
mm,
she knows exactly what it is.
mm.
Yeah, I guess that was everything. I'm trying to think. Who
Yeah, so
yeah.
yeah, I think so basically here's the deal. We're not getting season 4 until 2028. And it'll be the last season of the show. And
Okay.
so everyone's speculating online that next season is going to be even crazier than this season. So
Oh yeah.
as a level of 10 that this season kind of was. I mean, we've got nines and eights across the ranking board pretty much
Yeah. So
each
there was
week.
that in the middle,
One or
it
two,
was those
fine.
sevens. It was those three
Right.
sevens in the
Yeah.
middle, but
But other than that, if we're doing another 8 episodes for the final season, we've got like 5 major events that need to happen. If we're following the majority or overall arcing story of the books, there's a handful of things that we need to get through that would take up probably about 5 or 6 of those 8 episodes. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes, how they do it, when it comes back. I mean, I think AD said it last week. This is the best season of the show so far.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd put it up there is about as high as the Night of the Seven Kingdoms was for me.
yeah.
This one was great. I enjoyed it. I was look forward to it every week. And like I said in the beginning of this episode, I think I would kill for 2 more episodes. I wish they would take it back to 10, but maybe that's there's so much more that we need to get through next season that maybe 10 episodes is on the docket. Who knows what 2028 has in store. But man, what are your thoughts overall, the season, the episode, this journey, everything just kinda good to go?
I loved it, man. Yeah, like you said, I thought it was solid. Even some of the episodes that the fans didn't necessarily like, I
Yeah.
love those episodes because it got into, yeah, like this felt so much like a standalone story, you know what I mean? In the beginning, like I'm talking about even season one, even season two, where it's like, all right, it's just these Targaryens.
Yep.
Okay, it's cool, it's this infighting, but like this finally we get this involvement from because we kind of got that a little bit in season one where we saw these houses and new places and new
Yes.
leaders
Characters.
of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so we kind of got back to that, so it was good. I would just say, man, the book readers, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Because this is what I'm saying. This is we only have so much criticism and scrutiny because this is a weekly TV show, right? I'm not saying that people don't get mad that they change stuff in Harry Potter movies or in fucking Hunger Games movies and stuff like that, Lord of the Rings. I'm not saying that people don't get mad at that, but you only get one time to fucking complain about Harry Potter, the Harry Potter movie getting
Ah.
being fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, all right, they took a book and then they made a movie
Uh-huh.
and that's it. You know what I mean? You
Yep.
don't get a week, you don't get all these, increments like week to week, week.
But every
So it
week
just
we're getting hit with
and people just
yeah,
accept it. As much as people might say, "Oh, but the books are better." That okay, that's fine.
yep,
The book can be better.
yeah,
But shut the fuck up about it. Shut up about, "Oh, they're doing this and they should have." Shut up. Like, cuz I swear to God, I don't hear that about all these other adaptations, especially like these big ones. And if you do, it's for a second. But every week we got to get, "Oh, George is man cuz of this." Oh, they should shut up. And
yeah.
don't watch this. If you don't like the show, don't watch the show, bro. This show is amazing. They did their thing. George R. R. Martin, shout out to you for creating the structure. But yeah, what how else are you supposed to do this? How else are you supposed to adapt something? Every character cannot live on. There are a lot of filler characters that you put in these books, in these stories, man, that don't really mean anything.
Yeah,
And so these showrunners are doing a great job of condensing it down to what they feel is the most essential. It might not fully align with you, but like again, I think it's in bad taste that he does that. I don't know if J.K. Rowling does that with her Harry Potter. I don't know. Does she do that? Does she complain and criticize the movies?
there was one. It was like after like 5 or 10 to 15 years after the movies came out. The when we went through whatever we went through like 5 ish, 6, 7, 10 years ago with the
The
spike of
trans.
LGBTQ
Okay.
plus and all that stuff. I think a lot of characters were or a lot of people online were, like, relating to Harry Potter characters in that way, and she
And
kinda
she
had a hoopla about it saying, like, "No, no, these are cis, straight, white men and women, and we're not gonna do that to my universe. That's not how I created them." So, there was pushback there, but other than that, I don't think so. Not to the
I
point that
not to what we see with this
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
This has been going on for 15 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking 15 years because we talking about the original Game of Thrones. Like
yeah,
this has been going on for 50. Like shut up already. Like
yeah,
and it's George.
right,
George, all he has to do is like he has the power to shut everybody up. You know what I mean? He could just if he praises it, then what can you say?
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? bro, you're fucking filthy rich. You're not gonna finish these fucking books. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna finish them because you're gonna die.
Well,
And I seen something that basically he was basically kind of saying like it was like the first time he updated his blog in like 6 months.
Yeah.
And he said like, yeah, these books probably not gonna get done. I'm getting old, whatever. Then shut the fuck up, man, and stop putting the battery in. These people don't pay you. All these other people don't pay you. HBO pays you. So shut up, man. You shut up. Let us enjoy the show, and everybody else that's all, oh Lord, like shut up. Just stop watching it. Because I have seen people like, oh, like on Threads especially, it'll be these like, oh, I'm just done. Then don't fucking watch it, bitch. Like stop talking about it. Like that's the most annoying thing about this whole thing to me is just like, oh, book readers, like shut up.
Well, yeah, I mean, and we're gonna deal with that again when Harry Potter comes out, because I'm sure there's gonna be changes from the movies versus the books versus the TV show. So that'll be an interesting line to draw, and I'm pretty well versed on every single one of those movies, so that'll be an interesting adaptation for me to kind of go through and pick out the differences in what's happening versus what happens.
See, and I'm gonna be loving it, and then I'm like, yeah, you gonna be like, but this is not. Yeah. But it's like, but the movie wasn't like the book either. So like,
right.
Because I know your ass didn't read the book.
No, and I didn't, and that's all I grew up with. All I grew up with was my aunt telling me, like, every time I saw a Harry Potter movie and I said it was great, she would tell me, yeah, but they changed this about the book and the book and the book and the book, and I'm just like, okay. But by the time you get to the fourth book, it's like 800 pages. I don't have time. Just give me the hour-long situation. So interesting take. All right, well, fam, an incredible season, an incredible journey, an incredible 8 weeks here. I had a blast, as I'm sure you did as well. If you can think of, ladies and gentlemen, in the comments below, if you're so kind, but Los, if you can think of anything that we can do between now and December, as far as recaps, let me know. But I think our docket is Harry Potter. If we're gonna do one before then, who knows?
Yeah, because that's Christmas, doesn't that premiere on Christmas or something like that?
Yeah, we'll figure out a schedule on that one. I mean, if you're available around any of that time, we'll see what we're doing. But so Christmas for Harry Potter. And all right, well, House of the Dragon season 3 episode 8 finale wrapped up, end of the season. We get one more season. It's coming in 2028, season 4. My name's Levi, that's Los. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, links down below. It's been a whirlwind. It's been a journey. One of the best seasons yet. Definitely up there with some very high quality Game of Thrones style content. 7s, 8, 9s, and 10s all across the board. I mean, what a wonderful journey it's been. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, we'll be back with another show, whether it's in December, the new year with Harry Potter, or sometime before then. Like I said, my name's Levi, that's Los. We'll see you next time, everybody.
Peace.